Hey friends, welcome to the Bobilon YouTube channel. Today we are going to crochet this beautiful and stylish bag. It's very easy to make, so this tutorial is perfect even for beginners. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell so you don't miss new videos. Materials. To make the Yantra bag, we will use Bobilon t-shirt yarn in micro size 3 to 5 millimeters thickness. We will need 5 skeins. I'm using the color neon. You will also need a 6 millimeter crochet hook, scissors, and a plastic needle. Let's get started. First, make a slip knot and chain 50 stitches. I've made a chain of 50 stitches. Now we make 4 turning chains and 1 additional chain. Basically, this is the same as making 5 chain stitches. Skip these 5 stitches. Yarn over and make a double crochet. This creates our first mesh space. We need to make a total of 25 of these spaces. Here's how we do it. Chain 1, yarn over, skip 1 stitch, and make a double crochet. Again, chain 1, yarn over, skip 1 stitch, and make a double crochet. Continue working this way until the end of the row, alternating chain 1 and double crochet. So, I've finished the row. I have 25 mesh spaces. Now we make 4 turning chains. This counts as 1 double crochet and 1 chain. Yarn over and make 1 double crochet into the top of the double crochet from the previous row. And now we continue with the same pattern. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and make a double crochet into the top of the previous double crochet. Work that till the end of the row. At the end, you will chain 1, skip 1 chain, and make your very last double crochet under front loop. So that will straighten up the edge. Again, like in the previous row, make 4 turning chains and alternate chain stitch and double crochet stitch. Exactly this way, we crochet 11 rows. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 rows. In round 12, we begin forming our central pattern, a triangle. Like in this sample, here is our triangle. The pattern is positioned exactly in the center. So, we start by working 12 mesh spaces the same way as in the previous rows. Now, instead of making a chain stitch, we go straight in and make a double crochet directly into the mesh space. The next double crochet goes into the top of the double crochet from the previous row. As you can see, we now have 3 double crochets in a row. This is the beginning of our triangle. Continue working the rest of the row the same way as before, alternating chain 1 and double crochet. Row 13, we crochet 11 mesh spaces and now work 7 double crochets in a row. The first double crochet goes into the mesh space. Then we continue working into the tops of the double crochets from the previous row. Next double crochet goes again into the mesh space, and the last one into the top of the double crochet from the previous row. As you can see, we've added 2 double crochets on each side of our pattern. The rest of the row we always make as usual. In total, our triangle will be made over 8 rows. In each row, we will start the triangle 1 mesh space earlier. At first, we skipped 12 mesh spaces. In this row, we skip 11, and in the next row, it will be 10. This way, our triangle gradually grows by 2 double crochets on each side. It's very simple. Just make sure to count your rows and keep an eye on the symmetry of the triangle. I've finished all 8 rows of our pattern, just as I mentioned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's it. Now we go back to forming regular mesh spaces, exactly the same way as we did in the first 11 rows. And this way, we continue working 5 more rows. We alternate, chain 1, skip 1 stitch from the previous row, and make a double crochet. Repeat this pattern for 5 rows. So now I have 5 rows above the triangle. At the end of the last row, I make 1 chain stitch and cut the working yarn. Let's measure the size. The width is 36 centimeters, about 14.2 inches. And the length is 39 centimeters, about 15.4 inches. Now please, make the second piece of the bag exactly the same way. Now let's move on to crocheting the side panel of the bag, which will also form the bottom. It's very simple. We will be working in rows using single crochet stitches. Make a slip knot and chain 8 stitches. All right, we have our 8 chains. Now, starting from the second chain from the hook, begin working single crochets. Continue like this until the end of the row. Since we skipped the first chain, you should have a total of 7 single crochets. At the end of each row, make a turning chain, turn your work and again start working single crochets into the second stitch from the hook. We will continue working the side panel in these turning rows. Make sure to check in every row that you still have 7 single crochets. Don't skip the last stitch, and don't forget to make a turning chain at the end of each row. In total, you need to work 133 rows this way. Once you've finished all 133 rows, don't rush to cut the yarn. Everyone has a different crochet tension, so you might need slightly more or fewer rows. When we start assembling the bag, you'll be able to see if this length works for you or if you need to adjust it. Now, in the same way, we will crochet 2 handles for the bag. I start by chaining 5 stitches. Then, starting from the second chain from the hook, I work single crochets. At the end of each row, don't forget to make a turning chain and again start working into the second stitch from the hook. The length of my handles needs to be around 58 centimeters. For this, I have to make 70 rows. Make 2 identical handles. I've finished crocheting all the parts of our bag. Now we're moving on to one of the most important steps of the whole process, joining all the pieces together and assembling the bag. Before that, I recommend hiding all the yarn tails. Or if you prefer, you can hide them while sewing the pieces together. Let's start attaching the side panel. For convenience, I'm securing the sides with a piece of yarn. I also fix the top of the bag and the bottom part in place. Now let's begin. Take the working yarn, insert the hook through both parts of the bag. Grab the working yarn and pull it through. Now insert the hook under the mesh space and grab the working yarn. And now watch closely. Insert the hook into the next stitch of the side panel from top to bottom. Pull up the working yarn and pull it through both loops on the hook. Now watch carefully. We will insert the hook into the next double crochet, then again into the mesh space, and keep alternating like this. Insert the hook into the double crochet and pull up the working yarn. Then insert the hook into the next stitch of the side panel, grab the working yarn, and pull it through both loops on the hook. Again, insert the hook under the mesh space and repeat the same steps. This is how we attach the side panel to the main parts of the bag all the way around. I've sewn all the parts of the bag together. This is how it looks. Now let's attach the handles. First, I mark where the handles will be placed using stitch markers. I've left 5 mesh spaces from each edge. After that, we start working around the edge of the bag using single crochet stitches. Insert the hook into every stitch along the edge. Don't skip any mesh spaces or double crochets. So I've reached the marker, remove it, and now we attach the handle the same way we join the side panel. Insert the hook, pull up the working yarn, then immediately insert the hook into the stitch of the handle. Pull up the yarn and pull it through both loops on the hook. This way, we attach the handles, while at the same time finishing the edge with single crochets. I've finished edging the bag and attaching the handles, but I suggest adding one more round using the slip stitch technique. I'm working slip stitches into the back loop only. This step is optional, but I personally like the way it looks. It also reinforces the handles, making them more secure, so I do recommend adding this extra round. When we reach the handle, insert the hook into the back loop as usual, then insert the hook into the handle, pull up the working yarn, and pull it through. Continue working this way until the end of the round. I've reached the end of the round. Cut the yarn and use a needle to finish the last stitch neatly. And of course, don't forget to weave in all the ends. That's it. Our Yantra bag is ready. As you can see, it's very easy to make. I'm sure you'll do a great job. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember to share your project with us on social media with #Bobilon. Thanks for watching and happy crafting!